Hey guys, I'm back with another great book and I think you're going to love it. I also think you're going to have some really great predictions today. Remember, this whole week we've been talking about predictions, and what we're doing is we're making predictions and then we're seeing if we can confirm the prediction in the book. And remember, if we confirm it, that means then as we read along, whatever we were thinking, we can see if yes, we were correct with our thinking, or if the author chose to do something that we hadn't thought about. So, our story today, I want you to look at. First, I just want us to look at this. Look at all the pictures, okay? I mean, there are a lot of animals on this cover. Do you see all those animals? I want to get it super close because I want you to have a good look at it. Okay? So, the name of this is A Hungry Lion or A Dwindling Assortment of Animals. Okay, I know what hungry is. I mean, we all know that because we've all felt hungry before, correct? But then we have a word dwindling. Say that. That's a fun word to say. Dwindling. Any ideas what dwindling could mean? Dwindling means smaller. Okay, if something's dwindling, it's getting smaller. Assortment. Do you know what the word assortment means? Well, it's a collection of different kinds of items, okay, or different kinds of things. So an assortment means like you have a big variety, okay? Now, I want you to take turns with your neighbor, and I want you guys to name as many of these animals as you can. So take turns with your neighbor, go through and name as many animals as you can. Friends at home, always remember you are more than welcome to pause the video while you do this and then start it back up when you're finished. So check out those animals and name those with your partners. Okay? Remember, we also talked about that readers predict or they think ahead in the reading that they're going to do. Okay? And really, the reason we like to predict while we're reading is it helps you stay focused while you're reading. It also helps you understand what you're reading or listening to better. Okay? Because it gives you something to concentrate on. Okay, so there's all these strategies are things that you do, and it helps you become a better reader. And in doing so, then you also understand what you're reading much better, and also what you're hearing. Okay, so we're going to do that today. All right, as we're reading this story about a hungry lion, I want you to be thinking and predicting what you think is going to happen next, and all those kinds of great things. All right, A Hungry Lion or A Dwindling Assortment of Animals. It was written and illustrated by Lucy Ruth Cummins. Okay, we'll get started now. Remember how we talked about the end papers the other day? Look at those. They're bright, pretty colors. And then here is the title page. Remember, it states it again, A Hungry Lion or A Dwindling Assortment of Animals, written and illustrated by Lucy Ruth Cummins. Okay, and here we go. Once upon a time, there was a hungry lion, a penguin, a turtle, a little calico kitten, a brown mouse, a bunny with floppy ears, and a bunny with unfloppy ears, a frog, a bat, a pig, a slightly bigger pig, a woolly sheep, a koala, and also a hen. Look at that. That is quite the assortment of animals, right? We've got Arctic animals. We have animals you would think in a jungle, animals from a farm. Oops. Sorry about that. Hold on. Hold on. What do you notice? Yeah, there's fewer animals. There are fewer animals. They're dwindling. Okay, the assortment is dwindling. Remember we said dwindling means going down. Once upon a time, there was a hungry lion, a penguin, a turtle, a brown mouse, those 2 rabbits, one with ears that flopped, one with ears that did not, a frog, a bat, a regular-sized pig, a koala, and a hen. Oh my. So there's some things missing, right? Okay, let's make a prediction. Let's predict what we think will happen on the next page. So remember, you can say, I predict that, tell what your prediction is, and then explain because, and that backs up your prediction, okay? Wait a second. Look at that. The animals, it looks like they're dwindling more, doesn't it? It truly does. It looks like the animal that there was a bunch, there was a big assortment, and then last page there was less of an assortment, and now there's even less of an assortment. It seems there was just a hungry lion, a turtle, only the floppy ear rabbit, a frog, a bat, and a pig, and apparently no one else. What do you suppose is happening? I want you to turn to someone and I want you to ponder, which means think. I want you to ponder with a friend. And then see what you learn from your friend. See what their ideas are. It's always great when you can talk and have a conversation with a friend because sometimes they've thought of something you didn't think of. And vice versa, sometimes you've thought of something they didn't. So think this over with your friend. What do you think is going on here? Okay? Look at all that. It says, I guess once upon a time there was just a hungry lion and a dwindling assortment of other animals. Look at that. Look at that lion. Lion looks pretty happy, doesn't he? Let's keep going. Well, okay. It seems now we have only a hungry lion and that turtle. Hello there. Excuse me. Where did everybody go? So, have you revised your prediction or are you still thinking it's the same? Remember, revised means that's when you change or edit something because you have new information. Or is your prediction staying the same? Look at that page. Wow. Took up 2 pages, right? Hey! See? Why is it so dark in here? Shh. Did you see the eyes? You see the eyes? Yeah. Oh, me. Surprise! Now. Wow. Now I want you to turn and talk about this surprising page with your thinking partner. I want you to see if your thinking matched or was it different from what the author chose to do. It was definitely different. My prediction and what the author chose to do, very different. Completely different, actually. Okay. Hooray! Once upon a time, there was an enormous, lovely 4-tiered cake with buttercream frosting, a partying penguin, a twisting turtle, a calico kitten who happens to be shimmying, a brown mouse, a bit of a wallflower, 2 bunnies line dancing, a sheep chatting with a frog, a bat doing his bat thing, a pair of pigs squealing with piggish delight, a contented koala, a happy hen. Looks like a party to me. And what do you predict's going to happen when I turn the page? What is your prediction? All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Boom. Did your prediction match the author's? It looks like lights out. A less hungry lion. Whoa. Look, I want you to really check it out. What do you see on the floor? Yeah, party hats. I also see right here. The little turtle. Look at the cake. Does it look like any of the cake was eaten? Let's keep going. Well, look who's arriving fashionably late. A really ravenous T-Rex. Ravenous. If you are ravenous, what are you? Any ideas? Ravenous means you are past hungry. You are so hungry. Got a prediction for what might happen now? Once upon a time, there was just a hungry little turtle and a very large cake. Oh, wow. I mean, you talk about surprise endings all over the place. That was totally unexpected. Unexpected, remember, that's when you didn't think it was going to, you just didn't really think that would be what would happen in the story, right? So, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to think about this story all the way from the beginning to the end, okay? So, if you thought, okay, this is a really cool story because I love surprise endings, then, thumbs up. If you're like, well, it's an okay story. It's not my favorite story, but it's not the worst story I ever heard, then you can do your thumb just like that in the middle, okay? And if this story, you're like, I just really did not like that story. I wouldn't recommend it to a friend. I don't want to read it again. I just didn't like it. You can give it a thumbs down. Okay? And all of that's fine. But can you tell why? Like if you really liked it, why did you like it? If you thought, yeah, it's okay. I could take it or leave it, but it's okay. Why did you just feel like it's kind of right in the middle? And if you're like, ugh, worst story ever, why? Give a reason why. Back up your thinking. Because it's okay to have different opinions, okay? It is okay if your best friend in the entire universe loved the story and you were like, ugh, I don't like this story. Or it's okay if you both liked it. Or it's okay if one of you thought it was kind of in the middle and one of you thought it was, yeah, it's a good one. That's your opinion, and your opinion's okay. Just be able to kind of back it up, like why you felt that way, okay? So, this is what I'd like for you to do. I want you to rate this story either a 1 out of 5 stars, okay? 1 star for, not my favorite. A 3-star rating would be it's right in the middle, okay? That would be like your middle, your thumb going this way. And a 5-star rating would be like, yes, loved it, okay? So, tell me which rating you had on the story. And then if you would draw a picture that supports the rating you give the story. So, if you love the story, like draw a picture that shows why you thought it was the best story. If you're like, yeah, it's an okay story, draw a picture that tells me why you thought it was just okay. And if you're like, I cannot stand this story, I do not like this story, it's okay to draw me a picture and say, I didn't like this story because when this happened, okay? All right, I hope you enjoyed this story. And if you didn't enjoy it, it's okay too. But I do hope you learned how to make some great predictions with it. See you soon. Bye.